A normal summer window is already risky, but this one comes right after the World Cup, when one breakout tournament can send a player's price flying, and one bad month can make a club rethink everything. Suddenly, even the safe stars do not look so safe anymore. Here are 10 players who could surprisingly be on their way out this summer. Number 10. Anthony Gordon. Newcastle fans probably do not want to hear this one first, but Anthony Gordon could become one of the most painful sales of the summer. He has been one of their most dangerous attackers this season, with 17 goals and 5 assists in 46 games. His biggest statement came in Europe when he scored 4 first-half goals in Newcastle's 6-1 Champions League win away to Karabag. That was the kind of performance that makes clubs stop scouting and start calling. The buyer to watch is Bayern Munich. They've already been strongly linked, and Barcelona have also been mentioned. After the World Cup, Gordon's price could either explode or become Newcastle's best chance to fund a rebuild. He's not being pushed out because he failed, he might leave because he's valuable. Number 9. Enzo Fernandez. This one sounds strange because Enzo Fernandez was supposed to be a part of Chelsea's long-term spine, not another name in the transfer machine. His numbers have made him impossible to ignore. He has 12 goals and 6 assists in 46 appearances this season, putting him behind only João Pedro for Chelsea goal involvements. For a midfielder, that is serious production. A buyer everyone watches is Real Madrid. Chelsea are protected by his long contract, so this would not be cheap. But after the World Cup, if Madrid want a new midfield controller, Enzo is exactly the type of expensive problem they like to solve. Number 8. Raphael Leao. At Milan, Raphael Leao has always felt like the player you build around, but this summer that feeling is not as solid as it used to be. He's still producing. In Serie A, he has 9 goals, and his best performance came against Fiorentina, when he scored both goals in a 2-1 Milan win. That was the full Leao package. Pace, power, timing, and a reminder that even in a messy season, he can still win a match almost by himself. The club to watch is Manchester United, with Barcelona also linked. Reports in Italy say Milan are not treating him as completely untouchable anymore, and a serious offer could change everything. After the World Cup, Leao's situation gets even more dangerous. One electric tournament and Milan can demand huge money. One quiet one, and the Premier League clubs may sense an opportunity. Number 7. Allison Becker. For years, he has been the keeper who made any chaos look survivable for Liverpool. Even this season, with the team wobbling, his numbers still show why clubs are interested. 8 clean sheets and only 23 goals conceded. That is elite control behind a team that's not always protected him properly. His defining recent performance came against PSG when he made save after save in a 1-0 away win and called it one of the best nights of his life. That game showed he's still operating at the highest level, and performances like that do not disappear from scouting files. Reports have mentioned that Juventus have made Alisson their top goalkeeper target, and that's what makes this one dangerous. Liverpool extended his deal into 2027, so they're not desperate. But if Juve come with serious money, this suddenly becomes an end-of-era decision. Number 6. Goncalo Ramos. Here's the weird thing about Goncalo Ramos. He keeps scoring but still does not feel secure at PSG. This season he has 13 goals and 1 assist for PSG, despite not always being treated like the automatic number 9. That is exactly why clubs will look at him and think, wait, why is this guy available? His best performance was the Montpellier game, where he scored a hat-trick in PSG's 4-1 win. First, the poacher's finish, then the penalty, then the thunderous strike off the underside of the bar. That was Ramos reminding everyone he's not just a backup striker, he is a real finisher. Barcelona are interested, especially if they need a post-Lewandowski striker and cannot land their first-choice targets like Julian Alvarez. Chelsea have also been linked. PSG may be open to letting him move after another season spent fighting for minutes. Number 5. Sandro Tonali. Sandro Tonali is not some spare midfielder Newcastle can casually replace. He has played a major role this season, with reports listing him at 3 goals and 7 assists across 46 starts. That is strong output for a midfielder whose real value is control, duels, ball carrying and making Newcastle harder to play through. His best performance came in the FA Cup against Aston Villa, where he scored twice and dragged Newcastle into the 5th round. That is the type of display that makes bigger clubs believe he can run a midfield under pressure. Manchester United need a serious midfield rebuild and have been linked heavily. Juventus are also watching, and Manchester City have reportedly monitored him too. Newcastle would rather keep him, but they also need to trade this summer. That is where the balancing begins. Number 4. Eduardo Camavinga. Real Madrid selling Eduardo Camavinga still sounds wrong because his ceiling is huge. But that is also the problem. Madrid are not judging him by talent anymore, they're judging him by consistency. This season he's played 26 La Liga games, but his attacking output is still light. Just 1 league goal plus 1 goal and 1 assist in the Champions League. For a Madrid midfielder entering his prime years, that opens the debate. Reports have said Madrid should consider selling, with PSG and Premier League clubs watching. At the World Cup though, a good tournament could either save his Madrid future or make him very expensive to lose. Number 3. Julian Alvarez. Atletico did not want to sell Julian Alvarez, that is clear. But when a forward has 20 goals and 9 assists in 48 games, every major club starts looking anyway. And Alvarez is not just scoring against small teams, he has become Atletico's biggest attacking weapon in Europe, even scoring against Arsenal in the Champions League semi-final first leg. The buyers to watch are Barcelona, Arsenal and PSG. Barcelona need a long-term Lewandowski replacement. Arsenal still want a killer forward, and PSG always watch elite attackers. Atletico may demand crazy money, but after the World Cup, crazy money becomes normal. Number 2. Casemiro. This one is strange because Casemiro is leaving Manchester United at the exact moment he looks useful again. After people said his legs were gone, he's answered with one of the strongest closing runs of his United spell. 9 goals and 2 assists from deep in midfield. Reports now describe him as heading for the exit on a high, which is exactly the point. This is not a player being dragged out of the door after collapsing. His best stretch came under Michael Carrick, with United winning 10 of 14 matches under him and climbing back into the Champions League places. Casemiro has even backed Carrick for the permanent job, which makes the goodbye feel even sharper. Interested parties are Inter Miami and Saudi clubs looking for the one last elite defensive midfielder. He may still change his mind and renew, but time is not on his side. Number 1. Vinicius Jr. or Kylian Mbappe. This is the biggest one, because Real Madrid may be forced to make the decision they never wanted to make. Can Vinicius Jr. and Kylian Mbappe really share the same attack for years? The latest development makes it messy. Vinicius has reportedly delayed signing a new contract until after the World Cup, and with his deal moving toward 2027, Madrid cannot let this. But this is bigger than paperwork. After 2 years, 3 coaches, and several attempts to make the attack look natural, the problem is becoming clearer. Both players seem to want the same thing: the main role. Vinicius wants to be valued like the superstar who carried Madrid before Mbappe arrived. Mbappe came in as the global face Madrid chased for years. That tension only grew after reports linked Vinny's renewal demands to Mbappe's wage level. Then Mbappe's trip to Italy during injury recovery sparked major backlash. Fans even pushed a petition demanding his sale, and Arbeloa did not fully protect him in the press conference. He defended free time, but also stressed commitment, pressing, defending, and the badge. At the same time, Madrid's dressing room suddenly looked very pro-Vinicius online, with teammates posting him while Mbappe was under fire. So, after the World Cup, anything can shift. Saudi Arabia, Liverpool, or Manchester United could test Vinny. Mbappe has higher wages but more global options because of his name. Saudi money, Manchester City, Liverpool, Arsenal, or Chelsea. So this is not about the one player being finished. This is about Perez, the new coach, the contract table, and which superstar Madrid chooses to build around next. And there you have it, 10 players who are surprisingly on the selling list this summer. Now, the big question is, who should your favourite club go for? Is there someone on this list who'd be a perfect fit? Drop your thoughts in the comments and give this video a like if you enjoyed it. And don't forget to subscribe for more football content coming your way.